Hello and welcome to my channel. In this video we are going to learn the sixth circle theorem, that is alternate segment theorem, its proof and some exam style questions. So let us begin with this statement now. The angle between a tangent and a chord through the point of contact is equal to the angle in the alternate segment. So here we have drawn a circle with center O and there are 3 points on the circumference of the circle, that is A, B and C. Now we have drawn a tangent TA touching the circle at point A, AB, BC and AC, all three are chords, but AB is the chord that is touching the tangent at point A. So according to the statement of this theorem, the angle between a tangent and a chord. So the chord is AB, which is touching the tangent TA at point A. So the angle made by the chord and the tangent, that is this angle, is equal to the angle made by the same chord but in the alternate segment. So here we can see that the chord AB divides the circle into two segments. One is the small segment, that is minor segment, and the other one is this large segment, that is the major segment. And the angle which we have drawn here is made in the minor segment. So this angle is going to be equal to the angle made by the same chord but in the alternate segment, that is the angle made by this chord in the major segment at point C. So here we have to show that angle TAB is equal to angle ACB. So let us begin with the proof now. Now here we have taken the same figure with a few changes. So we have drawn the tangent, we have the chord AB, and here we have the point C on the circumference of the circle, and we have the center of the circle at point O. Now here under the proof we have done a small construction, that is we have joined the points OB and OA. Now we can see that this is a small triangle which has been formed, that is triangle OAB. Now in this triangle, the length of the side OB is equal to the length of the side OA because both are the radius of the same circle. Since two sides of the triangle are equal, this is going to be an isosceles triangle. Therefore, angle B will be equal to angle A. So here we have written, consider angle OBA is equal to angle OAB is equal to x degrees. Now once we have got this, let us find out angle O in the triangle AOB by using angle sum property of the triangle. So angle AOB will be equal to 180 degree minus angle OBA minus angle OAB. So here we get angle AOB as 180 degrees minus x, and simplifying this we get the angle AOB as 180 minus 2x. And let us consider this as equation 1. Now let us move on to the second part of the proof, that is we are going to consider the radius and the tangent. We know that the radius always makes a 90-degree angle with the tangent touching it at the point of intersection, that is by radius tangent theorem. So here OA, the radius, is going to make a 90-degree angle with the tangent touching it at point A. So angle OAT will be equal to 90 degrees, that is by radius tangent theorem. Once we have got this, let us try to find out the angle TAB. Now angle OAT is made up of two angles, that is angle TAB and angle OAB. So if you are going to subtract angle OAB, that is angle X, from 90 degrees, we are going to get angle TAB. So here we have written angle TAB is equal to 90 degrees minus angle OAB. So here we get angle TAB as 90 minus X. So let us consider this as equation 2. Now comes the last part of the proof, that is we are going to consider the points A and B. So here these 2 points divide the entire circle into two segments. One is this minor segment and the other is the major segment. And the 2 points make an angle at the center of the circle at point O. That is we have got angle AOB as 180 minus 2x. And the same 2 points make an angle at the circumference of the circle at point C. So here we are going to use the angle at the center of circle theorem, which states that angle at the center is always twice the angle at the circumference of the circle. So whatever angle we have got at point O, that is at the center of the circle, will be twice the angle made at circumference of the circle. So here we have written angle AOB is equal to 2 times angle ACB, that is angle at the center theorem. Now since we are trying to find out the angle at the circumference of the circle, let us take this 2 on the other side of equal to sign. So we get angle ACB is equal to 1 over 2 times angle AOB. So we get 1 over 2 times 180 minus 2x, that is from equation 1. So we get angle ACB as half of 180 is 90 degree and half of 2x gives us minus x. And this is equal to the equation 2, that is angle TAB, which we had got. So here we have got angle TAB, this angle equal to the angle ACB. This is what we had to prove in this theorem. So here we have written, therefore angle TAB is equal to angle ACB, hence proved. Now let us move on to the exam style questions. Find the value of A, B and C. So here in the figure we can see that we have been given a circle and there is a tangent TPS touching the circle at point P, and this is an isosceles triangle because the side PR is equal to the side RS. So let us start by finding the value of angle A. This is the easiest. So we are going to consider the triangle PRS, and since this is isosceles, angle P will be equal to angle S. So angle P also becomes 30 degrees. So by using angle sum property of the triangle, we can find out angle A. So here angle A will be equal to 180 minus angle P minus angle S. So 180 minus 30 gives us the value of angle A as 120 degrees. So we have got the first value. Now let us try to find out the value of B. Now keep in mind that QR is not the diameter as it is not mentioned in the question and neither it shows in the figure. That is, if it was given that QR is passing through the center of the circle this way, then we would have assumed QR as the diameter. Since it is not given in the figure, we cannot consider this as diameter. Most students make this mistake. They assume that this is going to be diameter, but it is not. So there is no assumption unless it is directly mentioned in the question or given in the figure. So coming back to this, let us consider the tangent TPS and the chord touching it, that is chord PR. So we can see that this chord PR divides the circle into two segments. This is the small segment, minor segment, and this is the larger segment, that is major segment. And we can see that the chord PR has made an angle of 30 degrees with the tangent, and the same chord has made an angle at point Q in the alternate segment. So using alternate segment theorem, we can say that angle B will be equal to 30 degrees. So here we have written angle SPR is equal to angle PQR, that is by alternate segment theorem. So angle B will be equal to 30 degrees. Now let us try to find out angle C. Now let us focus on the straight line QR, which has been extended to join point S. And let us look at the point R. And since this is a straight line, the angle made at point R will be equal to 180 degree. And the straight line is divided into two angles, that is angle PRQ and angle PRS. And the value of angle PRS was equal to A, that is 120 degrees. So the value of angle PRQ will be equal to 180 minus 120. And this is going to give us the value of angle PRQ as 60 degrees. Now let us focus on the tangent TPS and the chord touching it at point P, that is chord PQ. Now we can see that this chord divides the entire circle into two segments. This is the minor segment and this is the major segment. And we can see that the chord PQ has made an angle C in the minor segment and the same chord has made an angle at point R in the major segment, this way. So by alternate segment theorem, we can say that the value of angle C will be equal to 60 degrees. So here we have written angle TPQ is equal to angle PRQ, which is equal to 60 degrees. So C will be equal to 60 degrees. So this is our answer. So here we have found out the value of A, B and C. And this is our answer. Now let us move on to the second question. In the diagram, XAY is the tangent at point A to a circle with center O. Angle BOC is equal to 120 degrees. Angle XAC is equal to 70 degrees. Work out the size of the angle OBA, that is this angle. Show your working, giving reasons for any statements you make. So you can pause the video and give it a try. So here, let us begin by considering the triangle OBC. Now this is going to be an isosceles triangle because the side OB will be equal to the side OC, as both are the radius of the same circle. So triangle OBC becomes isosceles triangle. So angle OBC will be equal to angle OCB. And now using angle sum property of the triangle, let us try to find out this small angle OBC. So here we have written angle BOC plus angle OBC plus angle OCB is equal to 180 degrees, that is angle sum property of triangle. And since angle BOC is given as 120 and these two angles are equal, here we have written 120 plus 2 times angle OBC is equal to 180 degrees. Now taking 120 on the other side of equal to sign, we get 2 times angle OBC as 180 minus 120, and simplifying it we get 2 times angle OBC is equal to 60 degrees. Now dividing both the sides by 2, we get angle OBC is equal to 30 degrees. Now I have considered the same figure over here for easy reference. Now once we have got the value of angle OBC, let us focus on the tangent XAY and the chord AC. Now the chord AC touches the tangent at point A, and this chord divides the entire circle into 2 segments. This is the small segment, that is minor segment, and this is the larger segment, that is major segment. And we can see that the chord has made an angle of 70 degrees with the tangent at the point of intersection, and the same chord has made an angle in the alternate segment, that is in the major segment at point B. So this total angle, that is angle ABC, will be equal to angle XAC, that is by alternate segment theorem. So here we are going to get the value of angle ABC as 70 degrees, and we have found the value of this small angle OBC as 30 degrees, and in the question we were asked to find the value of angle OBA. So we have to just subtract this 30 degrees from 70 degrees to get the small angle OBA. So here we have written angle OBA is equal to angle ABC minus angle OBC. So 70 minus 30 is going to give us the value of angle OBA as 40 degrees. So this is our answer. I hope you have understood all the steps and liked the video. And if you found this video useful, then check out this playlist where you'll find more examples of this kind and other circle theorems, their proof and exam style questions you will find in this playlist. And if you're liking my videos, like, share and subscribe to my channel. And thank you for watching.